Hey, everybody out there, welcome back to 91.8 The Fan. It is I, your favorite holiday-themed host, the DJ Christmas, and I have with me a super special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself to all the fans out there?
Sure. Hi, everybody. This is Allie, or Alyson Leigh Rosenfeld, as you may know me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yay! And we're excited to have you.
Yay!
It's always fun to talk to somebody from Pokemon because it's Pokemon's just a lot of fun.
It really is. Yeah, it's been such a wild ride since I first got involved with it, and it's a big family, really. So it's definitely an awesome show for sure.
And how exactly did you get started in not just Pokemon, but in the voice acting industry in general?
Well, I've always loved cartoons. Like ever since I was little, I would do weird voices and try to be a Disney princess and everything. And I went to college for acting. I went to NYU Tisch, and my senior year, I took a voiceover class in Stone Street, which is like the film and TV studio at NYU.
Right.
And my teacher was super encouraging and said, I should really go for it. So I recorded a demo and started sending it around, and that's how I fell into this.
Well, that would definitely help. And,
Yeah.
you send it to the right places, and I guess, and
Yeah, I mean, meeting Tom and getting involved with Pokemon was totally one of those luck and timing situations where I happened to be a voice actor on an animated book series in Princeton, New Jersey, and Tom happened to be one as well. And he and I were there at the same time, and he liked my voice, I guess, and asked me to come in and audition for a role the next day. So
that's the great thing about Tom Whitland is if he likes your voice and he can somehow get you into his studio for a day or two, you will be in Pokemon. He will make that happen.
Oh yeah, he's my fairy godmother.
I
For
just I
sure.
just keep hearing stories. It's like, yeah, you're in town nearby. You're like within the tri-state area this weekend for a convention. Stop on by the studio and record a random Pokemon. Come on in. Yeah.
Yeah. Very inclusive over at the Pokemon Center.
It's a lot of fun, and obviously, fans got a chance to catch a glimpse of the preview for X and Y, and now the first two episodes have re-aired.
Yes.
Episode 3 comes out next weekend, and it. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually been a while since I watched the Pokemon series,
Yeah.
but I sort of rebooted myself with X and Y, and it looks really good. I don't remember Pokemon looking this good.
Thanks. Yeah. It's really fun, and I think it's already, you can tell, gonna be very action packed, and I think the characters are really fun, and especially having two girls, is really exciting. In the gang going around every episode, and yeah, it's definitely very exciting at the top of the season.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun, and not just who's going where, but it seems like compared to when I first started watching it years ago, you know, it the production quality has definitely increased. I don't know what they're doing differently in Japan. Obviously, technology advances, but it
Right.
it I can't even really compare the two. They both have their really strong points. Obviously, the original is the original. It's what a lot of people grew up with. But
Totally. Yeah.
if this was somebody's first entrance into Pokemon, it would be just fine. A lot like the new X and Y games, which is something that I've been saying is like if this was my first Pokemon experience, my mind would be completely shattered if I
That's
hadn't just
awesome.
gradually worked my way up. It's like this is amazing.
Yeah. But even I know for older fans who have been with it for a while, I mean, especially with the game and what you were saying with the animation, people seem really to love A, the direction it's gone in, B, the production value behind it, but just that people say it's a great game, and hopefully this will be, I mean, I know it will be a great series for it, which is awesome.
Yeah, even just the minor things like the versus screens that they pop up for whenever there's a battle. It's like, oh, this is something that wasn't there before. It's a nice touch. It makes it feel like
Yeah,
the game, but I know I'm also watching the show, which is really cool.
right. Yeah.
And now, obviously, you have handed the reins of Nurse Joy off to somebody else, but you are
I have.
but you are picking up another big main character who we'll be seeing quite a lot of in the future. Tell us a little bit about Bonnie.
Oh, Bonnie. She is a she is just spunk central. She is a spunky little blonde girl. She is really funny and really strong, and I think most importantly she's really caring. She really cares about her brother Clement. She really cares about every single Pokemon that she meets, and she's hilarious. She's a riot. I've never had the pleasure of sitting in the booth recording and laughing out loud at the awesome things that I'm gonna get to say as this ridiculously awesome little girl.
She sounds great. Like your first interaction with Bonnie is, "I'll catch Pikachu. Go catch Pikachu." Yes,
Yeah, she's just
and
a go-getter, and you can tell already. She loves Pokemon so much. She wants to just care for them and train them eventually when she's old enough. And yeah, she's just ready. She's so fierce, even though she's so small.
it's definitely good. I know for fans who sneak a peek at the episodes that have already come out in Japan, they know a little bit more about Bonnie and the things that she'll be able to do with some of Clement's Pokemon. But we'll leave those a secret for now, since those
Oh
episodes
yes,
haven't come out here.
to be revealed in America.
But those should definitely be happening soon because
Oh, very soon. Yeah.
you guys are on a consistent schedule. Episode 3 comes out next weekend, and I, I'm really excited for it. I can't wait.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to watch them too. At this point, I feel like we recorded the beginning of it so long ago that I can't even remember where we started, where we are now. So it'll be fun to revisit them like old friends.
It's definitely a lot of fun because you guys had that preview thing to get done right
Yeah.
away, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was like within 2 weeks of it airing in Japan, just because of the special preview details.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. It happened very, very fast,
Oh no, sorry.
which
It was
was
it was 2 days. It came out 2 days after it aired in Japan. My
yeah.
mistake. So that's definitely it's one of the things that I've been talking to some other people who are part of it, is like, back when it first came out, it was about a year's gap, and now
Mhm.
if you look at the schedule and the turnaround time, excluding the first 2 episodes because they had the special preview, it's only been 100 days since episode 3 aired in Japan, and it's set to come out this weekend, which is
Yeah.
insane to think about.
Yeah. Yeah. The turnover is getting much, much, much faster. I mean, I think it's great. I think partially it must have to do with the fact that like you were saying, people can sneak a peek of what already happened in Japan. So there's really no point in keeping it under close guard. But it's exciting that we get to share it, closer to when it originally aired in Japan now, and that fans can get to see it really quickly.
Definitely, and
Yeah.
that of course means that you and the rest of the Pokemon team have a lot of secrets you need to keep. Like, you guys must have done a bunch of episodes way in advance to, obviously episode 3 that comes out this weekend.
Oh
Um,
yes. Yes,
so
we've done a bunch already. I'd say at this point we are about halfway through, right? Yeah, I think we're about halfway through the season. So
wow,
we've been doing it.
you guys have recorded episodes that not even Japan fans know about yet.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's that secretive. So I'll be sure not to ruin anything for Japanese fans as well.
But it's just funny because it used to, like I said, it used to be the thing where you know Pokemon is obviously such it's a worldwide thing, and if you wanted to know what happens next, you would have to look at what happened in Japan,
Right.
and then wait 3, 4, 6 months for it to come
Yeah.
out over here. But now it's within a month or two, and it's crazy to think about stuff like that.
Yeah, and very exciting. I mean, it's very cool that American audiences don't really have to wait that long. It's going to happen, and they'll get to share it, and yeah.
And now, not only just Pokemon, but you're also a part of another fairly popular franchise that the kids love, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
Zexal. Zexal? It is okay because I
Zexel. Yep,
remember
you got it.
I remember when it first was announced. It's like, oh no, it's not pronounced Zexal, it's pronounced Zeal, and that is just silly. Just say Zexal.
I think they must have abandoned that at this point because I've only ever heard Zexel, unless I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, well,
But
that's good. I just remember that being a thing, and I've seen a couple episodes here and there, but I guess I've just been unlucky in the fact that no actual card games have happened in the episodes I've caught. I'm like, where are all the card games? This is the card game
oh,
show.
they're there. You better believe that they're there. You've just probably seen the wrong episodes.
I've
No,
obviously caught the only two episodes with no card
right,
games.
that don't have the card games. Those are the only ones. Yeah, I just this year joined the Yu-Gi-Oh gang, and that has also been an incredibly wonderful experience. And Rio, who I voice, is another super spunky, strong girl, which is awesome to get to voice someone like that. And although some people on Twitter are like, she's not very good at battling, but I think she's very cool. And even, when you first met her, she clearly shows that she is ready to, beat the boys and be an awesome, battle star eventually.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is one of those funny things that I tend to fall in and out of. Since there hasn't been a new DS game released in a
Hmm.
while, I kind of have stopped paying attention to it just because I it's one of the things that I only like to play the digital version of because that doesn't cost all of my money.
Gotcha. Which
It's
is
like
important.
Yu-Gi-Oh is great, but if you want to be really good, you need to spend hundreds of dollars to get like all the top tier cards, and I'd rather just wait for Konami to release another DS game for me to play. So
I understand.
I've been looking into it, and apparently they just came out with the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal game in Japan for 3DS. So
Oh.
hopefully that gets translated and everything and brought over here soon. I can't see any reason why it wouldn't.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I'm sure that it will.
it's just a matter of waiting, and then once they do that, I'll get back into that, and then I'll be able to watch Zexal and understand exactly
What's
what's going
happening?
on with all the new stuff. So
And then you'll know.
exactly. But I think for the fans out there, we're going to take a short musical break, but don't go anywhere because we'll still have our special guest. You will stick around, yes?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. It'd be awkward if I came back and it was just me. It's just like, what? I guess I'll talk about Pokemon by myself. But don't go anywhere, guys, because we will be right back. Keep it tuned to 91.8 The Fan, because we have everything you want and nothing you don't. Hey, everybody out there, welcome back to 91.8 The Fan. I'm still here, and I still have my super special guest. Hello, super special guest.
Yeah, hi.
Yay! For fans just tuning in, you've missed like the best part of the interview, which is the first half where we
Totally.
find out how they got started and who they are. And just for that, I'm not going to tell you who it is. You should have been here when the interview started.
Sorry about it, guys.
Everyone who's been here for the full interview, they already know. So,
Yeah. They're in
so,
on it, and they know all my secrets, and
yep.
that's yeah, they win. Gotta
You'll
be
just
early.
have to catch the interview when it goes back up on the website in the next couple days.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
then
for
yeah,
now,
that'll work.
I'm just going to talk to the current mystery guest. So. It's not a mystery. It's Alyson Leigh Rosenfeld. Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
Just
And
kidding,
now,
everybody.
yay. And now, do you have any upcoming projects that you'd like to promote to the fans out there? Anything that you're obviously allowed to talk about? We can't talk about
Yes,
into the
I
heart of
do.
Pokemon, but anything else?
Yeah, so outside of the animation world, I do a lot of theater. I sing and I act in real life, like in person. And coming up actually on Wednesday night, if anybody lives in the tri-state area or will be visiting New York, I will be performing in a cabaret at the Metropolitan Room at 7:30 p.m. with 3-Act Theater, which is an awesome theater company. And it's going to be a night. We've run a class for young people who want to get involved in the arts, and they will be performing, and company members such as myself will be performing. That will be awesome. And two other small plugs, or not small, but other plugs. One is I'm going to be in an awesome web series coming up, which is called Crumbly Kitchen, and it's going to be very funny. It's a mock cooking show. And the last but not least is with Brass Tacks Theater Collective. I will be in a show called Oddities, which is this awesome musical Fantasia freak show in the spring. So all of that info can be found on my website, which is AlysonLeighRosenfeld.com. And I'm a big social butterfly on Twitter, so if you follow me at Alyson Rosenfeld, you'll find all that info too.
And I want to talk about your website because it is a very pretty website.
Oh, thank you. I built it myself.
You built it yourself. That's always
I did.
That's always one of the things when we talk to some voice designers. Like, yeah, I've done all this stuff, but I don't have my own website. I don't really have like a central hub where people can look at all the stuff that I've done and know, you know, like this is my resume that I update myself. So obviously it's accurate. It's not waiting for people to update Wikipedia or IMDb.
Right.
It's a very well put together website. I
Thank you
quite
so
enjoy
much.
it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I had fun building it. I've actually built a bunch of websites for other young actors here in New York. And one of the most fun things I've ever seen is I've seen a little kid on their iPad on my site. I have this thing, I'm sure you've seen it if you've looked at my site, on the voiceover page where you can like click on a character and hear what they sound like.
Yeah.
And watching a little kid just like touch all the different characters and giggling at their weird voices warmed my heart. It was very cute.
It's definitely a lot of fun for it. It is definitely one of the best places for anybody who wants to know more about what you do. It's a lot better than, some of the other information websites out there
For
because
sure. Thank you.
especially for some of the people who are not exactly brand new but still kind of new to Pokemon,
Yeah.
as opposed to people like someone like Tom or Bill
Right. The
who
old timers.
they have like this huge list of like, oh yeah, this Pokemon and that Pokemon and this random character of the day and him and that and that
Right.
and this. It's like this is Allison. She was Nurse Joy for X and Y and Audino, and now she's Bonnie, and that's about all it says. And it's like, tell me more. I want to know more about Allison. How do I find out more?
Oh, there's a fun place on the internet where you can find that all out.
Which is good. I think that it, especially this day and age, every voice actor should have at least their own website. A Twitter
Oh,
is
for sure.
good. A Facebook is not too bad. Obviously, some people want to keep their Facebooks private. Maybe a fan page
Yeah.
for here and there, but definitely get a website because networking is always important.
Absolutely. I think that's very good advice for anyone out there listening who wants to get into this industry. Yeah, you need to have a website. You need to be able to promote yourself and sort of not be, shameless, but be comfortable to really know your stuff and show your stuff and have confidence that you can put yourself out there.
Yeah, and one of the other things that definitely helps out too is for when you go to conventions. I know we talked a bit behind the scenes, and you don't have any planned yet, but you
That's
know,
true.
being
But if
one of
there
you're one of
if there are
the
fans
one of
out
the
there
main
who
people.
want me to come, yeah, I know. If there are fans out there who want me to come, tell me.
Yeah, definitely. Go to your local conventions website or forums or however they want. Is that there's usually a button that says who you want to see come to convention, and say I want Allison from Bonnie from Pokemon to come on. Have her come down to the convention. She's cheap, maybe. I I I, I
Yeah,
can't
tell them that, guys.
I cannot speak for Allison. You will have to ask. um, but it's just one of those things where, you know, if you don't ask, then they won't know that you want people to come out. But
Yeah.
when you do get the chance to go to conventions, and this is just a personal pet peeve of mine for autograph sessions. The way autograph sessions are usually set up is they'll take half the guests or whoever, like let's say it was you and some other Pokemon dudes that are going to a convention, and then some other voice actors from some other stuff. They would probably put
Mhm.
you guys in a group, all at the autograph table together, so people can get all the Pokemon stuff signed at once. But sometimes people don't do their research. It's like, who is this person? I don't know who they are. I'm not going to bring anything to get signed by them. Always bring
Yeah.
something to get signed by at least everyone. I
Yeah.
feel like it's just rude to, like, especially like if you were the first person in line at the table, and then next to you is, we'll say, just throw out random names. Let's say it was Tom and Sarah and Bill. You know, just saying people at random because they're people I actually know. Um,
Yeah.
uh, and they're like, I don't know you. I'm gonna skip you and go right to Tom Wheeland and his luxurious hair. It's like,
It's so luxurious. Yeah, no, that would make me very sad. I know that Tom is way more famous than me, but I'll be really nice to you. I promise. I
that's
have
just a.
luxurious hair too.
It's true. I've seen pictures. Your hair is very luxurious.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But it's just a personal pet peeve of mine where it's like, if nothing else, bring your program guide from the convention and have everyone sign that. That way you have something that
That's
everyone
very good
has
advice.
signed. It's
Yeah.
definitely something, and especially with something like Pokemon, just bring a Pokemon game. I'm sure even if you're not technically in it, you'd be more than happy to sign something Pokemon related.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and we've got people in our IRC chat is like, one of the things that some people can do is they bring things themselves, or some voice actors are also, comic artists, and it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
I bought a voice actor's comic just so they could sign it. And not only does that make them feel good because they have tons of time, but you also paid them because you bought their work.
Yeah, which is great. We
Yeah,
love to be paid for our work.
just just be considerate to all of the guests, not just the one you like. Is the main point when going to conventions. It's just a thing that bugs me when people will look at four people at a line and say, I only want three of them to sign things. Forget that
Yeah,
fourth
yeah.
person.
Bad form.
Yeah, which I've seen it happen more often than not, and it really bothers me as, you know as a people person. I'm a people person.
Yeah. I'm a
But
people person too.
yeah, and we talked about your website, and you're on Twitter. Anybody who wants to find you on Twitter, you said it's at Alyson Rosenfeld. Very easy.
Yes.
It's just your name. It
Right. I mean, some people may have trouble because my first name is spelled kind of weird. Thanks, Mom. But it's
Yeah.
Alyson, if that's confusing for anyone.
And when in doubt, just Google what you think the name is, and it will usually fix it for you.
That's true. That's true. It usually will.
It
Google
it
knows me. Google's my friend.
yeah. Google, we got a thing going. It's cool.
Yeah. We go way back.
Yeah. But hopefully we will get the chance to see you at a convention. I know, we as a whole of 91.8 The Fan, we go out to a ton of conventions. So hopefully by the time some of our conventions later this year happen, you'll have some as well. It'd be great to meet you in
Yeah.
person.
I would love that. I would love that so much.
And obviously that ties back into Twitter, where should anything happen, that's the best place to find out.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
that is the best place.
And Twitter and the website and all the stuff that we've already talked about, so it sounds like we're repeating ourselves, but we just want to make sure that people know to find you and ask you to go to conventions.
Yeah, come find me, guys.
Yeah, she won't bite.
I promise. I'll try not to.
Try not to. You got like a 97% chance of no biting.
There may be a tiny little nibble, but it'll be more affectionate than painful. I
It's
promise.
all in good fun. That's the main point
Yeah.
I'm trying to make here.
Yeah.
But before we let you go, since unfortunately we're nearing the end of our time together, I'm sad.
Oh.
And now I'm upset. I hate this part. This is my least favorite part, which is why we try to make it fun by asking you to
Yeah.
participate in the 91.8 The Fan tradition.
What's the tradition?
I wasn't sure if you dropped the. I was like, no, not doing this tradition.
No,
Hang on.
I'm here. I was
Like,
shivering with anticipation.
this is a really long pause. Like, did, she didn't even say no. She just hung up on me. That's not very nice. We just asked you to
Oh
say a quick
no.
radio bump for us.
Oh.
Ooh.
What would you like me to say?
We just actually say, "Hello, my name is." You insert your name. I do this. You can say your specific character. You can say that you're a voice actor. You can put whatever you want there. You have complete creative freedom. And you're tuned into 91.8 The Fan.
Great.
Okay. The only catch is that we do the takes live on air. Yay.
I'm ready.
Okay, so whenever you're all set, we can go for a take one.
Hello, I am Alyson Leigh Rosenfeld. I am a voice actor, and you're tuned in to 91.8 The Fan.
Yay! One take wonder! Woo!
One take wonder!
Yeah! You'd be surprised how many people mess those numbers up. It's kind of funny
I understand.
sometimes.
Yeah, you're under pressure, you're on the radio, you want to get it right, and then sometimes you just don't get it right.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. Thank you for taking the time to come chat with us.
Thank
I
you
love
so
talking to
much.
people.
It was my pleasure.
Yay! We're glad you enjoyed it. Of course, you're always welcome to come back if you have anything else you want to talk about, a new theater production, more Pokemon stuff happens. There's a movie that Bonnie shows up in soon, I'm sure. It'll happen.
Yeah.
So,
great. Well, I look forward to that.
We'd definitely love to talk to you again. And for anybody who missed this instance of us talking to Allison, you've missed it. We went over this at the start of the second half. You came in late, and now you look foolish. So you're just going to have to catch it when it goes up on the website in the next couple days. So keep it tuned.
Think about what you did.
Think about what you've done. Sit there and think about it. In the meantime, we've got music for you. So listen to music while you think about what you've done. And keep it tuned to 91.8 The Fan, because we've got everything you want and nothing you don't.